Right. Hi everyone. So today is Lex class. So as I said, grab a blanket or a towel and just roll it. We're going to do a lot of squats. And if you're not adjusted to squats, so for like squatting for me is really hard because it really hurts my knees. So I squat every single day and I try to do my best, but it's not something that comes natural to me. It's also related to ankle flexibility. So we're going to work kind of in areas where people normally don't work when they do leg work. We focus quite a lot in the quads. We focus a lot on elongating the hamstrings, which just reinforces things. So when you kind of really strengthen the quads and really lengthen the hamstrings, what you're doing at the end is the same. And this is basically because of the physiognomy. When you're trying to elongate your hamstring, then your quads are going to need to contract, and they're going to need to do the strength so the hamstring can elongate. So a lot of the exercise we do in terms of, for example, Paschimottanasana and like forward bends, it just ends up reinforcing this trend of you getting so focused onto your quads and really getting very long quads. So we're going to work into kind of side body, the IT band, the kind of the gastrosoleus here on the back, so your chins, your tibialis on the side, so how to kind of how to elongate through the inner sides and through the outer sides. Is kind of the legs are a lot more complex than what we always think about only quads and hamstrings, and that's the purpose today. So the purpose is that we use the hamstrings to contract, and we are actually start to elongate the quads, which will mean that we'll do a lot, or not a lot, but we'll do a couple of heart opening poses, but focusing on the legs. So to start, we're actually going to start in squatting, which Gabby doesn't like.
I do like it.
You like it?
Doesn't like it.
I don't like it, yeah. I don't like it, but I do it. So yesterday I was in a conference or in a workshop, and it was about kind of the yamas and the niyamas, which are one of the 8 limbs of yoga. And they were saying that one of the things that if you really love something, you should do it less, so you could do it longer. And if you really don't like something, you should do it a little bit more, just to make sure that the other thing that you love more. So for me, squatting is painful. I don't like it. So let's come into squatting, and let's just start moving side to side. If you cannot squat, go halfway and then just move side to side. Whenever you are, the sensation I'm looking for is really into your gastrosoleus, your ankle flexibility. So if you can feel that flexibility growing there, just keep going. If you think this is not a lot, and like I've seen people who can't squat, so a lot of my teachers can use a squat with the legs completely together. I use candle, but if you can, I can recommend you to bring your legs together a little bit closer. Again, as I say, this doesn't come natural for me. We will stay for 5 more breaths. If you fall, just go back. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands forward and really slowly bring your buttocks up. Bring your toes looking forward and move down. Make your feet no wider than your hips distance, so shorten the distance between your feet if necessary. And now we're going to focus on the normal elongation of your hamstrings and kind of the superficial back line of your legs. So as we did last week, focus into your hips, move your hips up, feel like you are trying to bring kind of the inner side or the kind of lower side of your hips up, showing into the wall, into the ceiling. Stay here for one more breath. Really try to get even longer here without exerting too much for yourself. Bend the knees and inhale, move up. Get really long. Exhale, bring the hands behind your head. Now, keep the feet hip distance apart. And as we move forward, we're going to bring everything together. So bring the elbows together, the chin against the chest, and start rolling forward, 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 forward. We're gonna try to bring, more than trying to bring the elbows into the knees, trying to bring the elbows a little bit higher than your knees, into the thighs if possible. Bend the knees and unroll and firm. Open the chest up into the ceiling. And again, down, 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 down. Roll into. We're working on the superficial back line of your body. Bend the knees. Open the chest. Exhale, bring everything in. Elbows towards your thighs, as high as you can. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring the elbows in towards your knees or higher. Try to go a little bit higher here and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands down. Look in between your hands. Once again, this time we're going to go into squat, but trying to go a little bit with the legs closer. So, a little bit closer than before. Go down, once again, bring movement into the legs. You can bring the hands together and really push your arms into the knees. So you open the hips and also start to really use your quads and your hamstrings here. 2 more breaths here. Try to smile. Release the hands forward. And once again, move up. So we're going to start with our really slowly go up into Ardha Uttanasana, and all the way up into Hastasana. So we're going to start with our sun salutation. So which mat do you want, Monkey? Okay. Different? All right. So come at the front of your mat. Bring your toes together. Separate your heels about a fist distance apart. Roll the shoulders to the side. And moving the hands forward and up. Open the chest. To open the chest, really focus on bringing your buttocks together. Moving the hamstrings, making the hamstrings shorter, making the hamstrings really strong. Bending the knees a little bit. Opening the quads. Exhale, really slowly move all the way down. On the inhale, you look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. On the exhale, your right leg is going to move back, knee down, look forward, hands into the mat. Start opening your psoas, your hip flexors. Bring both legs to the back, into down dog. This is possibly your first down dog, so we'll stay here for a while, just to find a little bit of movement and stillness at the same time. Move forward slowly into plank. Bring the knees down, on top of the toes, chin and chest. Then push forward and up. Your chest is going into Bhujangasana. Exhale. Back into child's pose. Stop the toes. From the toes, and I really want you to make these purposely and consciously. From the toes, Push the toes into the ground, and as you push the toes into the ground, feel how you unfurl the legs and bring the hips up as you move into downward facing dog. Feel the back of the legs really getting active. Make sure your elbows are trying to move towards each other. It's normal in the morning, as you see, to have the heels up. So it's accepted to bring your right leg up, bring the knee into the chest, release the foot in between your hands, bring the back knee down, on top of the toe, or keep the toes, look forward, keep the hands into the mat, opening the back hamstring, now press into the front leg, move forward, both legs together, exhale, move all the way down. Bend the knees, inhale, all the way up. Open the chest one more time, really focus on the hamstrings and the buttocks. Exhale, bring the hands in front of your heart. A lot of the back bends really come from the legs, more than coming from your lower back or your upper back. Inhale, hands up. Open the chest. Exhale, really slowly move all the way down. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, bring your left leg to the back. Knee down, look forward. Hands down, move your feet to the back. Find your down dog. Move into your plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. On top of the toes, press forward into your Bhujangasana. Exhale, move back, child's pose. And really feel that the toes are lifting you up. Use the legs to lift you into downward facing dog. Left leg moves up. Bring the knee to the chest. Really use the back leg to give you space. And release the foot in between your hands. Back, knee down, look forward. Press into the front leg. Move both feet together. Exhale, all the way down. Bend the knees, inhale up, open the chest, use the legs, use the buttocks. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. One more time, inhale, hands up. Exhale, pull forward and down. This time we're going to go a little bit faster. Inhale, look to the front as you bring your right leg to the back. Knee down, this time hands into your hips, press the hips forward. Exhale, release the hands on either side of your front foot. Back, both feet go to the back. Exhale, plank, knees, chest and chin on top of the toes. Press forward. This time as you press forward into your Bhujangasana, release the hands, stay up. Really press the legs down to stay here. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. Move first to the back into a child's pose and downward facing dog. On the inhale, bring your right leg up. Bring the knee to the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. Back knee down. Hands into the hips. Press the hips forward. Open your hamstrings. Open the hip flexors, the soles. Release the hands on either side of your front of the mat. Bring both feet together. Release. On the inhale, really slowly move up as you open the chest. Use the legs. Hands in front of your heart. Once again, open the chest, back bend, standing back bend. Use the legs, move all the way down. This time, look forward as you bring your left leg to the back, knee down, hands into the hips, press the hips forward. Release the hands on either side of your foot. Move all the way to the back. Down dog. Exhale as you move forward. Knees, chest, and chin on top of the toes. Press. Move up and release the hands up. Exhale down. Toe the toes. Move into child's pose. Downward facing dog. Right away, left leg goes up. Use the back leg to give your space. Bring the foot in between your hands. Back knee goes down. Hands into the hips. Press forward. Open your toes. Release the hands from either side. Front, both feet go to the front of the mat. Inhale, move up, open the chest. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Release. Last one. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, pull forward and down. As you look forward, right leg to the back. Knee down. This time, hands together. Interlace them into Kali Mudra, which is like a pistol. And move back. Opening your psoas again. Really feeling the opening. Use the legs to lift you up. Nice, guys. Release the hands on either side. Both feet to the back. Move all the way forward into plank. Knees, chest and chin. Inhale, forward. Release the hands. Use the legs. Release the hands down. Tuck the toes. Move back into child's pose. Downward facing dog. Right leg moves up. Knee goes into the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. Knee down. Inhale. Open the chest. Hands up. Hands on either side of your foot. Come forward. Exhale, move down. Use your legs to lift you up and open the chest. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Last one. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, pull forward and down. As you look forward, bring your left leg to the back, knee down, hands up. Exhale, move all the way to the front. Both feet to the back. Downward facing dog. Plank. Knees, chest and chin. Keep the elbows hugging into the chest. Look forward, move forward, release the hands, use the legs. Release them. Tuck your toes. Move back into child's pose. Downward facing dog. Left leg goes up. Knee goes into the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. Back knee down. Hands together. Open the chest. Release the hands to the front. Bring both feet together. And release. This is the last back bend, so really slowly go up. Focus on your legs. On the contraction in your hamstrings. The opening of your quads. Bend the knees slightly. Try to go a little bit deeper. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Take some time to move into your normal breath as we start the sequence. Release the hands on either side of your body, and we're going to start. So inhale one more time. Bring your hands up. On the exhale, bend the knees. Move the hands to the back like we did last week. Like we were going to jump into a pool. Measure the hands and sit into Utkatasana, fierce pose. We're going to stay into fierce pose for a while. So for fierce pose, what I want you is to slightly tuck your tailbone so you elongate the back part of your back, of your spine. Get long, look in between your hands. Try to go a little bit lower. Fierce pose is literally one of the worst and most difficult poses for legs. Exhale, try to go a little bit lower. Exhale, try to go a little bit lower. Exhale, go to your limit. On the inhale, hands up. Exhale. Release the hands on either side of your foot all the way down into Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward as you move your right leg to the back as we did into the back, into the beginning of the class. And move the knee down. So we're going to start working into kind of the rotation of the legs on the side. So first thing we're going to do is, as we did before, is focus on pushing your hips forward, opening the front side of your right leg. Now try to keep this kind of sensation of moving lower, but at the same time pulling up. You're going to release your left hand into the floor if you can, and slightly side bend towards the left side. It really works if you have long arms. So one thing that I found in yoga is sometimes it really doesn't matter, like effort matters, of course, but sometimes some bodies just have it easier. So having long arms helps in this pose. So if you don't reach the floor, it doesn't matter. Just focus on getting the long, kind of the elongation onto the side of the body, the right side of your body. Nice, Abby. Exhale, hands up, tuck your back toes. We're going to go up. Beautiful. So here is where we're going to start our sequence. Into our lunge. Slowly bring your knee down. Inhale up. We're going to do it very slow. Exhale. Knee down. Inhale up. Exhale. Move down. Inhale up. Exhale. Move down. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale. Move down. Inhale up. Release the hands on either side of your feet. Release any tension. Bring your foot towards the outside of your mat. And move a little bit like into a lizard. We're not going to go into full lizard. We're just going to find a space into the hips and come a little bit onto the legs. We're going to use lizard today as our kind of resting position. So move back and forth, maybe side to side, find some space into the legs. Keep the hands down, move both feet to the back, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, bring your right leg up, knee into the chest, release the foot in between your hands. We're going for the other side. So knee down. First thing we're going to do, push your hips forward. Okay, Abby? Yeah. Keep pushing your hips forward. Now, as you find the maximum kind of elongation towards the front, you're going to move towards the front. You're going to find a space into the left side of your body, but you're also going to be working into your IT band. Come towards me, or change the legs. Inhale here, exhale, release. We're going into a lunge, so tuck your toes. Inhale, lift into your lunge, really slowly 5 times. Knee down, inhale up. Knee down, inhale up. Knee down, inhale up. knee down. Inhale up, last one, knee down, inhale up. Release the hands on either side of your foot. Open your feet wider on the outside of your arms or your hands. Then start moving back and forth and side to side into this preparation for lizard. Press into the mat, move your back foot to the back, downward facing dog. We're moving into the next side of the sequence. So left leg goes up, knee comes into the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. Knee down as we did before. Push your hips forward, same thing. This time we're not going to stay too much into the poses. Move towards the left side. Inhale up, lunge, come high. You lose balance, find it. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. Last one, exhale down, inhale up. We're going to add here. So start moving your weight forward, your hands to the back. Now, try to roll into your foot, into the top of your foot. From here, the only thing we're going to do is lift the leg and lower. 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 Last one, lift the leg, lower. From here, move into a standing position. Bring the knee into the chest. Bend the knee, hug the knee into the chest. Find some balance first. Now, options here. You can stay here with your knee bent. Release the hands and just focus on the strength from your hips and your legs to keep the leg up. Or option two, you're gonna grab your big toe. Thank you, Gabby. Your big toe and extend the leg forward. Sometimes it's hurt people, so you know, any other ways is you can keep it into your chins or into your feet. If you have a partner, then you can use the balance for both and stay here for 5, 4, come on, going, 3, 2, and 1. Release the leg, bend the knee into the chest, move it all the way to the back, hands down. As we did before, open the hip to the side, open the feet to the side, find your lizard, move into the lizard, find a space into the legs, make circles around, anything that talks to you. Push into the mat, move all the way back into downward facing dog. Option here is stay to the down dog or go for a vinyasa. If you're going for a vinyasa, move forward into plank. Knees, chest, and chin, or halfway down into chaturanga. Roll into the toes. Move forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Other side. Your right leg goes up. The knee is coming into the chest. The foot releases in between your hands. Back knee down. Push your hips forward. Find elongation. Now move towards your right side. Can I help you, monkeys? Find elongation into your IT band. Wave like Gabby does. You want to. Come to the front, come to the center. Prepared. Inhale, go up into a lunge. 5. Down. Up. 4. Down. Up. 3. Down. Up. 2. Down. Up. 1. As we did before, move the weight forward. Try to roll into your feet. So the top of your foot comes into the mat. Without lifting too much, you just lift the leg slightly and go down. Lift the leg slightly, go down. Lift the leg slightly, go down. Lift the leg slightly, go down. Last one. Lift slightly, go down. And now come into the front. Bring the knee into the chest. Find the balance first. If you want, you need, you can, you feel like, extend the leg. And hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe without your hand. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bend the knee. Move it all the way down back. Really slowly release the hands down. Both feet to the back. Downward facing dog. Option. Child's pose, downward facing dog, or your vinyasa. So downward facing dog, everyone. Once again, left side, we're adding. Inhale, left leg up. Knee into the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. Knee down. Inhale, open your psoas. Move to the side. Move towards the left side. Inhale, return to center. Prepare lunges. Up and down for 1. Up and 1 for 2. Up and down for 3. Up and down for 4. Up and down for 5. Inhale, move up. Move the chest forward. Try to roll into your feet. Inhale, lift. 5. Inhale, lift. 4. Inhale, lift. 3. Inhale, lift. 2. Inhale, lift. 1. Inhale, move the knee to the chest. Find something that balances you. Extend the leg, with or without hands. Hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is where we arrive into the really hard part of the class. We're going to open our hip to the side, bend the knee, open the hip to the side, bring the foot down into the floor, and we're going to squat with the hands forward. Inhale, up, bring the knee to the chest. Try to move the knee behind the other foot into trim squat. And up. Beautiful. Open, knee to the side. Release it and squat. If you cannot, just stay up. You can. I'm going to give you space, Karina. And up, knee into the chest. The knee goes behind your front foot, your left foot. Knee down and lift. Trim squat. Knee into the chest. Knee opens. Down. Squat. Up. Knee into the chest. Knee to this down. Try to trim squat without using the back foot. Up. Open. Release. Squat. Last one. Up. Knee into the chest. Trim squat. Knee to the chest. And open into squat. Stay into your squat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the front. Jump like a frog. Back. Downward facing dog or your vinyasa. And go back everyone into downward facing dog so we can go into the other side. Right leg moves up. Knee into the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. Back knee down. Inhale. Hands up. Press the hips forward. Once you really find that, move towards the right side. Opening the left side of your body. Try to keep your hips looking forward. Wave. Have fun. Inhale, move to the center. Find your lunge for 5. Lunge up and down. 1. Lunge up and down. 2. Lunge up and down. 3. Lunge up, down. 4. Lunge up, down. 5. Inhale, go up into your lunge. Move forward, try to roll into your foot. Inhale, lift, back leg up. 1. Lift, back leg up. 2. Lift. 3. Lift. 4. Lift. 5. 4. Lift. 5, sorry. Inhale, knee to the chest, like lost count. If you can, extend the leg, with or without hands. Bend the knee, open the knee to the side. Bring it to the floor. Squat. Inhale up. Knee into the chest. It goes behind the front foot. This one is a little bit rougher. Up. Open the knee to the side and squat. 2. Up. Knee into the chest. Down and back into squat. And up. Knee into the chest. Open. Down. Squat. Inhale up. Knee into the chest. Knee behind your front foot. Down and up. Up. Side. Leg down. Squat. And up. Knee up. Knee to the back. Trim squat. And up. And move to the side. Squat. And find a space into your squat. My knees are going to sound and crack all the time. Doesn't matter what I do, doesn't matter how long I'm doing it, they just crack. Hands forward, a little bit, sometimes. Move your hips up, and jump like a frog to the back. Find your plank, your choice. Downward facing dog, child's pose, or vinyasa. Staying downward facing dog, getting our breath. We're halfway into the sequence. Left leg comes up, knee into the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. Back, knee down. Inhale, move up. Open your hips. You're going to start to find that you can go lower. Move towards your left side. Wave and smile. Hands up. Inhale, lunge. Knee down. 1. Inhale, lunge. And down. 2. Lunge. 3. Lunge. 4. Lunge. 5. Inhale, lunge up. Move your hands forward or hands to the back. Roll into your foot. Inhale, lift the back foot. 1. And down. 1. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Keep rolling forward as you move the knee into the chest. Find your balance first. Extend the leg. Bend the knee. Open the knee to the side. Move to the side and lower. Up. Knee to the chest. Knee goes to the back. Trim squat and up. Use the hands if you need to. This time, leg forward. We're going to try to do one-legged squat or stay here. So option, stay here, go lower, or try to go into your one-legged squat. Down, 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 really slowly. Maybe use the hands. And up, 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 up. I fell. And if you fall, you just have to keep trying. Knee to the side and squat. Lift. Knee to the chest. Trim squat. Trim squat. Leg forward. One-legged squat. Yeah. And try to control it. Bring it up. Use the hands if you need to. Knee into the chest, to the side, lower it, squat, up, knee to the chest, trim squat, and up. Knee into the chest, forward, go into your one-legged squat, and up. Knee into the chest, side, squat, last two. This is hard even if it goes slow. Knee into the chest, trim squat, lower, and up. Knee into the chest, extend the leg, one-legged squat, pistol squat, inhale up, last one, squat to the side, lower, knee into the chest, trim squat, up, leg forward, move down, into your pistol squat, stay into your pistol squat if you can do it, otherwise everyone just go down into the floor and extend your leg. So you're going to have your right leg extended, your left knee into the chest. So, in order to, because this sequence can be really hard, your blood is going to pump quite a lot, and I'm really sweaty, as you can see. So, we're going to give some spaces to release that. So, as we're here, we're going to move into Paschimottanasana. So, if you have the bind, move into the bind, which means grabbing the hands to the back, but trying to keep the knee being hugged. Otherwise, you keep the knee, the left knee bent, and move forward as low as you can. It doesn't matter if you can go a lot or a little. Breathe here. Inhale, lift. Release that knee to the side. We're going to go for Janusarsasana. Bring the foot closer into your pubic bone. Move lower. Don't go all the way down. Go halfway. This is just about releasing a little bit of the tension into the legs before moving into the other side. Inhale, lift. Now this is one of my favorite ways of going up. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your leg up again, but your foot is going to look towards the side. And we're going to try to move up into Skandasana. If we cannot, use the try. So we're going to try it 5 times. You're just going to try to bring your buttocks up, buttocks up, buttocks up, buttocks up, buttocks up. Now you can do it. And if you cannot, use your arms and move yourself into Skandasana. We're going to do one more exercise in this one, so it doesn't matter if you could not do it here. Slowly rotate, move all the way to the front of the mat. Hands on either side of your foot. Move all the way to the back into down dog. Your choice. Vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose. Downward facing dog. Everyone prepared for the other side. Right leg goes up. Knee into the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. On the inhale, bring the back knee down. Inhale, move up. Put your hips forward. Moving to the right side. Opening into the left side. Maybe you can go lower. Maybe all those squats are really contracting your muscles and you cannot go as lower as before. Wave, inhale forward and up into a lunge. Prepare, inhale, lunge up, 1 and down 2. Up and 1, 2. Up and down 3. Up and down 4. Up and down 5. Up. Gabby's really scared because I'm really sweaty. Roll into your foot, back foot. Inhale, lift the back foot. Up and down. Up and down, 2. and down 4, up, and down 5, 3, 4, and down 5, sorry. Knee to the chest. Knee to the chest, find your balance, extend the leg. If you can, you need, you feel like, feels good. Now you're going to open your foot to the side. Find your squat. We're going to start with the crazy part. Knee to the chest, trim squat, and up. Ow. Knee to the chest, extend the leg, move down into your pistol squat. And this side is my back side, and up. You shouldn't have a back side. Knee to the side, move to the side, squat, and up. Knee to the chest, trim squat. And it doesn't matter if it's your bad side or your good side. In order to find balance, we have to keep doing it, even in the sides that we don't find happiness completely at the beginning. Foot down, squat, inhale up, knee to the chest, trim squat, knee to the chest, extend pistol squat or stay up, and up. God is more concerned about me than myself. Knee to the feet to the side, squat, knee up, knee to the chest, trim squat, and up. Foot extended, find your pistol squat, and up. Last one, knee to the chest, side, and squat, and up, knee to the chest, trim squat, and up. Extend the leg, pistol squat, and down. Everyone moves down into the mat. Your right knee is towards your chest, your left leg is extended. Same thing as before. You can move inside, really hug your leg to the chest and find your bind, or without the bind, and just keep hugging the knee into the chest or forward, but just keep trying to hug the knee into the chest. So this also comes into your hips. This is where the bind is useful. Breathe here. Inhale, release the bind if you have it. Release the knee to the chest. Bring the foot into the inside of your extended leg. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, move forward. Try to bring your belly into your quads. Maybe move all the way down, maybe not. Halfway. Find enjoyment here. This is a great time. I normally when I set an intention for my class, I try to find intention in my class in the moment of the class where I'm the most tired. So here, find an intention. What is it you want to change? Do today. What is it you want to achieve? Set that intention. Inhale. Move up. As we did before, this is just going to be a funny thing. So we're going to, once again, bring the right knee bent into the chest, but the foot is going to look towards the side, okay? And we're going to move a little bit forward so there's more space between the legs. And as we did before, we're going to try to move kind of in between the legs. And up, and then up, and then up, and then up. And if you cannot, use the arms and move up into Skandasana. Breathe into your Skandasana and really slowly move all the way to the front. Release the hands on either side. Move back, down dog, Vinyasa, child's pose, downward facing dog, your choice. Preparing for the last part of the sequence, we're adding one more squat. Inhale, left leg. Knee into the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. Back knee down. Inhale, lift. We're going to move towards the left side. We're sweaty. I am very sweaty. Find elongation into your right band. And awake. Hands up. Lunge. 5. Down. Up. Down for 2. Up. Down for 3. Up. Down for 4. Up. Down for 5. Up. Hands forward. Roll into your back foot. Lift it. Use a little bit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knee into the chest. Find the balance. Breathe and open. Extend the leg. Knee into the chest. Open the hip to the side. Foot down. Squat. Up. Knee into the chest. Trim squat. Trim squat. And up. Knee into the chest. Extend the leg. Your pistol squat. Really slowly. Down. And up. Oh, this cost me a lot. So this one is new and I learned it yesterday. So it's a sissy squat that we have done before. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring your foot to the back, go all the way down, lower, and then lift. So it's going to be very slow. We're going to do it again so you can see it. The idea with this one is, and then the way kind of I saw it is you can either go to the back and then use bend like into a half lunge, or move all the way down, but as slow as possible.
Yeah. I'm still there, sorry, but I've got to begin something else. But anyway, I would love to hear the story of that park as well. Because
give me a second.
He finds and if you want to 2 meters apart walk around.
I think somebody else got into our call without noticing that we were not. So moving back into speaker view. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's start again. So, up, everyone. Remember, this is the last sequence, so give it all. So again, how this squat looks to the side. You're basically going to go into kind of a trim squat. Release the foot, move all the way down, lift the foot, and as you lift the foot, you move forward and up, and then you trim pistol squat, okay? It's beautiful, it's really beautiful. It looks better into the side. And it's all about using your quads and your hamstrings. So again, we'll do it last time because it's difficult. I just wanted to introduce it to you for those working into pistol squat. So, knee to the back, like you were doing a trim squat. Move down, down, down. And as you move forward, you transition into pistol squat. Go up. And up, 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 up. Knee to the chest. And we start all over again. Okay? So, ready, guys? Ready, guys? Knee to the chest. Open. Foot down. Squat. Up. Knee to the chest. Trim squat. Try to trim squat without bringing your foot down. Inhale, lift. Inhale into the center. Extend the leg. Pistol squat. Inhale, lift. Now, mixture of trim squat and pistol squat. So move into your trim squat. Move back. As you transition forward, think about the pistol squat. Woo! And maybe you fall, doesn't matter. Lift, lift, lift. Again, knee to the chest. Open, squat. up, knee to the chest, trim squat. Paris has the best of me. Inhale, knee to the chest, pistol squat, and up, knee to the chest, trim squat with a mixture of pistol. As you move forward, shoot the leg to the front. Try not to fall like I do. Try to keep it up. Inhale, extend the leg, knee to the chest, open. For 3. Up, knee to the chest, trim squat. Up, extend the leg, pistol squat. And up. Trim squat and pistol squat. Move back. Shoot it. Try to stomp yourself. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. Last one. Knee down, squat. Up. Knee to the chest, trim squat. Inhale up. Extend the leg, pistol squat. Inhale up. Trim and pistol squat. And release. Beautiful, everyone. So it's a lot. Even though you can really go slow, you can really go fast, it's a lot. Same thing as we did on the other side. Move forward, you can find your bind. And we're going to work into this exercise, I promise you that. Try to go a little bit deeper this time. Release your knee to the side, find your Sirsasana. So in order to end, we're going to work into mobility exercise. That really helps. So I couldn't really squat at all. And yeah, we're going to do the other side, but we're going to do this exercise on this side. So what we're going to do is, as we did before, we're going to try to go into an Skandasana. So the leg keeps extended, your right leg keeps extended, you move your foot to the side. We're going to try to go once again into the Skandasana with your hands. Try to lift, maybe your feet need to be longer. Try to lift, try to lift, try to lift, try to lift. And if you can't lift, help yourself with the hands, find your Skandasana. Okay? From your Skandasana, we're going to bring the buttocks down, bring the knee to the chest. Got it? Now, as we move to the side, we're going to try to lift. Lift. And lower down your buttocks. Knee to the chest. And as you move to the side, you lift. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And down. Bend your knee. Sirsasana. Okay? We're going to try 10 of these. This is, despite my knee issues, for example, I found that this one really works into my knee, really creates a lot of kind of fluidity into the inside of my knee. So just keep trying it. If you cannot, use the legs, use the arms, sorry, use blocks. It's a good mobility exercise. And as we go older, inevitably we're going to lose mobility. To keep doing these exercises about mobility, you're going to help. So as you move to the side, you think about moving to the opposite side, lift. Now you can move to the other side, return to the center, down, knee down. Beautiful. 1. Think about rotating, up. Move to the other side into Skandasana, down, and knee down. Once again, think about rotating. Woo. Side, side, buttocks down, knee down. Last 3. Think about rotating. Up, side, side, down, down. Last one. Down, down, buttocks. And you move yourself to the front of the mat. Up, move to the front of the mat. Move your feet to the back. And find your plank, your choice. Downward facing dog, child's pose, or vinyasa. Last side, guys. Almost done. Right leg out. Knee to the chest. Release the foot in between your hands. Knee down. Inhale. Open your hips. Move towards your right side. If you're tired, just scroll up like Gabby. It's okay? I'm hungry. Gabby's hungry. Oh, jumping, Gabby. Inhale, go up, lunge. Inhale, lift. And down for 1. Lift. And down for 2. Lift. Down for 3. Lift. Down for 4. Lift. Down for 5. As you lift, move your hands forward. Roll into your foot. Lift the foot for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift yourself. Extend your leg. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Roll your hip to the side. Open it. Squat. Inhale up. Knee to the chest. Shrink squat. Inhale, lift. Extend the leg. Find your pistol squat. And lift. Now, trim squat plus pistol squat. Knee down. Think about moving forward and finding your pistol. And inhale, lift. For 1. Knee to the chest. Open to the side. Squat.
There's nothing to eat.
Inhale, lift. Knee to the chest. Shrink squat. Inhale, lift. Extend the leg. Find your pistol squat. And up. Knee to the chest. Shrink squat and pistol squat. Last one. Lift, lift, lift. Knee to the chest. Open. Squat. Inhale. Knee to the chest. Shrink squat. Inhale up. Extend. Pistol squat. Inhale, lift. Think about shrink and pistol at the same time. Shrink. Move back. Pistol squat. And release. Beautiful, everyone. We're finished with the hard part. We do one more mobility exercise and we move down. To start to move forward, bind or without bind. Find your breath here. Hopefully the back of your legs is burning. Your ankle flexibility has gone a lot deeper. Foot into the inside of your leg. Find Janusirsasana. Lift your hands, move forward. Think about bringing your belly button into your quads. Use your breath to try to go back into your normal heartbeat. Inhale, lift. And I'm going to show you this side, how it looks, trying to go up into your Skandasana. So you're going to keep your left leg extended. You move your right knee very close towards the armpit. Move your hands forward and try to lift. Try to lift, guys, helping me. Good. Try to lift. Thank you, Gabby. Try to lift. Try to lift. Nice, Gabby, thank you. Last one. Try to lift. From Skandasana, move to the front. Into Skandasana, move to the back into Skandasana. Release your top, kick down. Knee into the chest. And rotate. Same thing. Rotate to the other side. Try to lift. Use the hand if you need to. Move to the front, Skandasana. Move to the back, Skandasana. Tops down. Knee down. Inhale up. Skandasana. Move to the other side, Skandasana. Back into Skandasana. Knee down. 3 or 2. Let's say 2. Up. Skandasana to the front. Skandasana to the back. Bottom down, knee down. Then last one, guys. Really try to do it without the hands. You try to do it without the hands. Think positively. No. Now you couldn't do it almost. Right. Forward into Skandasana. Back into Skandasana. Toes down. Knee down. Beautiful. We finished. So, in order to finalize, we're perfect into the position we should be. So, your foot should be on the outer side of your hips, your knees together. We're going to go for a half heron's pose. So for half heron, if this is quite a lot for you, this is where a towel goes handy. You can put the towel underneath your buttocks, elevate the buttocks, elevate the hips, and move as low as you can. Low, this might be low. This for a lot of people who don't have kind of the stretching to this side is going to be a lot. But if you can go all the way down, you go all the way down. You can also use your towel, although if I am really sweaty like me, I'm not going to advise it because I'm going to make it wet and awful for Gabby. You put something behind your hips, your buttocks, then you lower down, and that keeps you a little bit elevated. And it's really nice and restorative. Otherwise, if you think you can go all the way, try it. For Gabby, maybe a lot because she was doing surfing yesterday, so this is good for surfing, Gabby. Yeah. Try to keep the knees together and try to keep the knee down. And if it doesn't work, then use your mom to accommodate you. Come on, up and put you into the pose. It's good for your legs. The knee too. Beautiful. Really think about your toes pushing into the ground. Keep the knees together. Slowly go down, Carita. That's it. Better? Nice. We're going to really stretch into our quads. Find elongation into the front quad. Keep these toes pushing up. So your left toes are really moving into the sky. Push your heel to the front of the mat. Keep the left leg active. Beautiful. Breathe here. Slowly. Make your way up. Gabby doesn't want to go up now. Change your legs. So left leg, left foot goes into the inside. Wait. Before you move down, make sure your knees are together. Your toes are really pushing down. Your toes really have to feel like you're pushing down. Beautiful. Slowly. Go halfway down, all the way down, go into your mum. There's a lot of difference. There's a lot of difference between two sides. Yeah. No. Is it there? So for me, the left side, because it's my weaker side, so because my left leg is the weaker side when I go into squat, when I go into peaceful squat, this side of the stretch is a lot easier for me. So notice, and maybe don't go as deep. So you start creating balance. You create sensation, you create elongation, but you're also looking for balance. Breathe. Put a smile on your face. Exercise your smile. Use the last 2 breaths. Really find a space into the front part of your leg. Slowly move all the way up. Kelly doesn't want to go up.
Okay.
Now, hero's pose on both legs if you can. So we're going to rotate, sorry, Kelly. Bring the knees together. Your foot on the outside, on the outside of your hips. Keep the knees together. This is really important. Keep the knees together. Really push the toes into the mat. Then again, if you cannot lower the hips down, find a towel. Go up a little bit. Nice. Bring the knees together. Better. Better there. Bring the knees together. Knees together. No hips. Nice. Is it better there? You want more height? There. Once you find your height, you start moving back or you stay seated. As long as you find elongation into the front legs, that's it. We're going for sensation, we're not going for pain. We're going for kind of feeling that we are elongating the front part of our legs. The whole superficial front line. Want to go lower, Kalika? No? Okay. You feel good like that? That's good. That's
The
good.
first one is here.
Yeah, exactly. So if, for example, if you do a lot of surfing like that, if this exercise comes well, if you do football, if you run a lot.
I do football.
Find your breath. Lower yourself a little bit more if you can. You need to ask yourself why you want to go a little bit lower. And if it's a good reason, go. Use your breath to try to go a little bit deeper. Activate your toes. So that brings the knees down. Try to lower your lower back into the floor, elongating your spine, your neck. Four breaths more. Two more breaths. Last breath. Really, really slowly start to make your way up from your heroes. Find the space in your hips. Slowly move forward, just a tiny bit. Keep the eyes closed. Use your hands, move yourself forward into hands and knees. And we're going to make it all the way down into your belly button. Lay down into the floor. We're going to lift our right foot and try to bring your foot into your buttocks. That might be enough for you. If this is quite easy for you, second option is bring yourself up into a Sphinx pose. So bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. That is going to go into full Shavasana mode right away, that's okay. So elbows underneath your shoulders, push your chest forward, bring your left hand slightly towards your right, so it's diagonal. Bend your right foot, grab it, and if you can, rotate your hands so your fingers are looking forward. Bring your foot into your buttocks. Same thing that a heroine pose. We're really finding elongation into the superficial front line of your leg. If this is really easy for you, and it's easy for some people, you use your hands and elevate. And hold here for 5, For 4, keep pushing your right hip forward. For 2, and 1. Release as slow as you can. Other side, push your chest forward. Right hand goes towards your left hand. Bring your knee, your foot into your chest, into your buttocks. Rotate the arm. Stay here. Rotate your fingers towards the front. If this is easy, push yourself up. And now rotate your left hip down. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowered, slowly lowered. Last one. So we're going to go for a bow pose, and this is where you find the relationship between your heart opening and your legs. Bring both feet towards your buttocks. Push your heels up into the sky. Inhale, lift, and then lift only from the legs. Don't really focus on opening the chest. Focus on really pushing the legs to the back. Open the chest by pushing the legs to the back. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. Now you really bring both feet into the chest. And release. Your choice, you can go into your Shavasana here with your hands underneath your forehead, like you were in a massage. And go for elephant pose, in which you just cross your leg to the side and make a number 4 with your leg. You can choose your right or your left leg. You can stay here, option 1, or you can just go for a normal Shavasana. To choose your Shavasana, I'm going to do a little bit of kind of guided Shavasana meditation here. So with the legs, they are an immense source of power. We use them a lot for literally almost everything into our life. And bringing balance into the legs is one of the things that we really have to focus every single day. We tend to use one leg more than the other. So notice those differences. Use now, use the whole class. Try to go through the class and think about, okay, what were the differences? Which side would I need to work the most? Find sensations into your legs, into your body. Does the knee hurt? Does the ankle hurt? Can I use more of your quads? Can I use more of the hamstrings? As you keep those things into your mind, I'm going to ask you to imagine the best place you can think about for trekking or walking. It might be a mountain, the beach, the plains, kind of a valley in between very high mountains. Think about that place where you really like to walk. And I'm going to invite you to do a walking meditation as you move into that place. Look down at your feet and really focus on every step. The sensation behind your feet. Is there grass underneath your feet? Imagine you're barefoot, and regardless of the place where you are It doesn't hurt your feet, but you find those different surfaces. How do they feel? As you do every step, once again, focus on that sensation between your feet and the ground. Start going up into your legs, the sensation into the feet to the ground, but also how does that determine the sensation into your ankles, your shins. Go up. How does the surface feels against your feet? How that sensation manifests into your ankles and your shins? How does that manifest into your knees? Maybe notice if you're rotating your knee towards one side or the other. Keep walking. Now focus the sensation from the feet and the surface, your heels, your ankles, your shins, your knees. Go up into your hamstrings and your quads. It's your choice how hard or easy the walk is, but you just don't feel the hardness or facelessness of the walk. You just feel the walk, the enjoyment of the walk. Feel how the energy resonates, the energy from earth resonates all the way from your feet, gets from your feet all the way up like roots, and goes all the way up into your legs, into your hips. Your legs are the roots. Really moving deeply into the ground. Slowly find a place where you can sit. And from your resting place into Shavasana, start moving your toes, your feet. Keep the image of that place where you're sitting in your mind. And in this reality, start moving your feet, start moving your legs. Start moving your body side to side. If you're facing up, start bringing your knees to the chest. If you're facing down, start moving your head towards your knees into child's pose. In either place, just hug the knees into your chest. If you're asleep, just sleep. If you're facing up, just allow the knees to go to the side, into a cuddle. If you're into a child's pose, slowly use your hands to move yourself up. Everyone use the hands to move yourself into a sitting position. Cat is going to stay into a cuddle. Keep that image of that place, your favorite place to sit, and just look. for me is Hunza, and I would love to go again, sitting in the middle of those mountains and looking everywhere and feeling how small, but then how big and tall and high it was at the same time. Keep that image into your mind and bring your hands into a cup like you had a bowl in between your hands. Pinky fingers together. Now imagine that in that favorite place, there is water falling or petals falling or seeds falling, and they're slowly filling your hands. Allow the bowl to go full, really full. What we're going to do now is we're going to blow that full bowl of petals, water, energy everywhere. Just blow it. We're sending it to everyone. Bring your hands into a prayer in front of your heart. Open the chest and thank the skies above. Move the hands into your third eye. Bow and thank the earth to be sustained every single day. Bring the hands into your mouth. Think about your inner self, the inner sensations. Exhale, bow to everyone. Bow to yourself. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for coming to the class. Hopefully it was hard class, but I hope you had a nice time.